Most people who fall never saw it coming. One second they're fine. The next second, everything changes. And the scary part? The warning signs were there for months, maybe even years, hiding in plain sight. Right now, as you watch this, there's a very good chance your body is sending you those same warnings. And if you've been walking every single day thinking that's enough to protect you, I need you to stop and watch this. Because walking, as healthy as it is quietly leaving 4 critical muscles completely untrained. And those 4 muscles? They are the exact ones your body depends on to keep you upright, steady, and safe. Stay with me. What I'm about to share could genuinely be the most important thing you've heard for your health this year. My name is going to feel familiar to you by the end of this video, because everything I'm going to tell you is going to feel like something a part of you already knew, but nobody ever explained clearly. I work with seniors every single week, men and women in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, and the number one thing I hear over and over again is this: I don't understand. I walk every day. I thought I was doing everything right. And they were trying. They really were. But here's the truth that most fitness advice completely skips over. Walking is wonderful for your heart. It's wonderful for your circulation, your mood, your energy. Nobody is taking that away from you. But when it comes to balance, real, deep, reliable balance, walking only works a very specific set of muscles. And it leaves 4 others almost completely in the dark. Those 4 forgotten muscles? They are the ones silently weakening right now. And that weakness is exactly why balance starts getting worse after 60, even in people who stay active. Here's what I want you to think about. Have you ever grabbed a wall or a countertop and thought, wait, where did that come from? Have you ever felt slightly unsteady going downstairs? Or maybe felt like your ankles just didn't feel as solid as they used to? Have you ever hesitated before stepping off a curb? That's not just age. That's those 4 muscles quietly telling you they've been ignored for too long. Let me tell you about a woman named Carol, 67 years old, retired schoolteacher from Ohio. Carol walked 4 days a week, rain or shine. She was proud of it. Her doctor was proud of her. By every normal measure, she was doing great. But last winter, Carol slipped on a dry kitchen floor. Not ice, not a wet surface. A dry kitchen floor. And she told me afterward, I felt my ankle just give out, like it wasn't there. Carol didn't have a disease. Carol didn't have a condition. Carol had 4 weak muscles that nobody had ever told her to train. And those muscles, when they failed her in that one moment, nearly changed her life completely. Carol's story is not rare. It's actually one of the most common things I see. And the reason it keeps happening to good, active people is because of a very simple misunderstanding about what exercise actually protects balance and what doesn't. So let's fix that right now. Let's talk about the 4 muscles walking misses. And more importantly, I'm going to show you exactly how to wake them back up. Gently, safely, right at home. The first muscle is one most people have never even heard of, which is exactly why it gets ignored. It sits on the outside of your hip. Not the front, not the back, the side. It's called the Gluteus Medius. You can think of it as your hip's shock absorber. Every single time you take a step, this muscle is supposed to fire and stabilize your pelvis so your body doesn't tip sideways. It's what keeps you level when you're walking on uneven ground, stepping off a curb, or even just shifting your weight from one foot to the other. Here's the problem. When you walk on flat surfaces, a sidewalk, a hallway, a treadmill, this muscle barely has to work. It gets just enough stimulation to survive, but not nearly enough to stay strong. And as the years go by, it quietly shrinks. It weakens. And one day, without warning, it fails you in a moment when you needed it most. When the gluteus medius weakens, your hips start to drop and sway with every step. You may not even notice it, but your body notices. And it starts shifting your weight in strange ways to compensate, which throws off your entire balance system from the top down. This is why a weak hip muscle can make your knees hurt, your ankles feel unstable, and your confidence feel shaky, all at the same time. But here's the good news, and I want you to hold on to this. This muscle responds beautifully to simple, gentle training, even in your 70s and 80s. We are going to come back to exactly how to do that. But first, let's keep going, because the second muscle is one that surprises almost everyone. Think about the last time you tripped, not fell necessarily, just caught your toe on something, the edge of a rug, a crack in the sidewalk, a step that was slightly taller than you expected. That moment of, oh, that little stumble is almost always connected to the second forgotten muscle. It runs along the front of your lower leg, right beside your shin bone. It's called the tibialis anterior, and its one job, its entire purpose, is to lift the front of your foot when you take a step. Sounds simple, right? But this is the muscle that controls what's called foot drop. Foot drop is when the front of your foot doesn't lift quite high enough as you walk, so it drags or catches instead of clearing the ground cleanly. And foot drop, even mild, barely noticeable foot drop, is one of the leading causes of trips and falls in seniors across the country. Walking does almost nothing for this muscle. When you walk forward on flat ground, your foot lift is almost automatic. The muscle doesn't have to work hard at all. So over time, especially after 60, it weakens in a way that's nearly invisible. Until one ordinary day when your foot catches something and your whole world tilts. I want you to try something right now, right where you're sitting. Lift just the front part of your foot off the floor. Keep your heel down. Just raise your toes and the ball of your foot up toward your shin. Hold it for 3 seconds, now lower it slowly. Do that 10 times, congratulations. You just did more for your tibialis anterior than an entire 30-minute walk would. That's how specific this is, and that's how simple the fix can be. We're halfway through the 4 muscles, and what's coming next might be the most important one for anyone who's ever felt their ankle wobble. Stay with me. The 3rd muscle lives on the outside of your lower leg, wrapping around the ankle. Most people have never heard its name, and that is exactly the problem. It's called the peroneal muscle group. Think of it as your ankle's security guard. Its job is to prevent your ankle from rolling outward, which is the most common way ankles give out and people fall. These muscles constantly make tiny, almost invisible adjustments every time you stand, walk, turn, or step onto anything that's not perfectly flat. They are working all the time, and they need to be strong. But here's what happens after 60. The nerve signals that tell these muscles to react, called neuromuscular coordination, start to slow down. The brain sends the message, but the muscle doesn't respond quite as fast. And in a fall situation, a fraction of a second is everything. If these muscles hesitate even slightly, your ankle rolls before they can stop it, and that's the fall. Think about walking on a gravel path, or stepping on an acorn in the yard, or just stepping slightly off the edge of a sidewalk curb. Any of those surfaces requires your peroneals to fire instantly. And if they haven't been specifically trained, not just used during flat surface walking, but specifically trained for lateral stability, they simply won't respond fast enough when you need them. Let me tell you something that changed how I think about this. There was a man named Robert, 71 years old, retired electrician from Georgia, strong guy, walked 2 miles every morning for 15 years, never had a fall in his life. Then one afternoon he stepped off his back porch, a step he'd taken thousands of times, and his ankle rolled sideways. He ended up with a fracture, 6 weeks off his feet, 3 months of recovery, and he told me, I never felt it coming. My ankle just wasn't there. Robert's tibialis and gluteus medius were probably reasonably strong from walking, but his peroneals had never been specifically challenged, and they gave out in the one moment when everything depended on them. Now here's the 4th muscle, and this one is different from the others, because it doesn't just affect balance. It affects how you feel when you stand up, how you feel when you sit down, and how confident you feel just moving through your own home. When this one weakens, everything gets harder, and most people never connect it to balance at all. It's deep inside your core, not your surface abs, not the ones that give you a flat stomach or six-pack. These are the deep inner muscles that wrap around your spine and pelvis like a natural corset. They're called the deep stabilizers, specifically the transverse abdominis and the multifidus muscles. These muscles are the foundation that everything else sits on. When you stand up from a chair, when you turn to look behind you, when you reach for something on a high shelf. These deep stabilizers are supposed to fire first before any other muscle moves to lock your core in place so your body has a solid base. But here's the thing. Walking, even long, vigorous walking, barely activates these deep stabilizers because on flat ground in a straight line, your body doesn't really need them to fire hard. They tick along at low effort, and they weaken slowly. And as they weaken, your posture changes. Your back curves forward, your center of gravity shifts. And suddenly, you're relying entirely on your legs to keep you balanced, instead of having a strong, solid core underneath you giving those legs a stable platform to work from. This is why some seniors start to feel unsteady almost everywhere. Not just on stairs, not just on uneven ground, but even standing still, even in their own kitchen, even just turning around. When the deep stabilizers are weak, your entire body is working on a shaky foundation, no matter how strong your legs are. Now I want to bring something together for you, because this is the part that most videos completely skip. It's not enough to just know that these 4 muscles are weak. What matters is understanding why they weaken so much faster than other muscles, and what you can do specifically, starting today, to reverse that. After 60, the body goes through what researchers call selective muscle atrophy. It sounds complicated, but it just means this: not all muscles age at the same rate. The muscles responsible for big forward movements, like your quadriceps at the front of your thigh or your calves, hold on to their strength reasonably well when you stay active. But the stabilizer muscles, the ones we've just talked about, the ones that work sideways diagonally or in small precise bursts, those lose strength and neural responsiveness much faster, and they are almost impossible to maintain through regular walking alone. This is not a personal failure. This is biology, and once you understand it, the solution becomes very clear. The solution is not to walk more. The solution is to add a small amount of very targeted movement, just a few minutes a day, that specifically challenges these 4 forgotten muscles, not at a gym, not with equipment, not anything that puts stress on your joints or risks your safety. Just simple, deliberate movements that tell these muscles, I see you, I need you, wake up. I want to walk you through 4 specific exercises, 1 for each muscle. Do these 3 or 4 times a week. That's it. You don't need to combine them with a long workout. You don't need to do them all at once. Even doing 1 or 2 consistently, in the next 2 weeks you will start to notice a difference. Not someday, in 2 weeks. For your gluteus medius, your side hip stabilizer, I want you to stand next to a wall or sturdy countertop and hold it lightly for support. Stand on 1 foot. Just stand there for 10 seconds. Don't grip the wall hard. Just rest your fingertips on it. Feel the outside of your standing hip working to keep you level. As you get stronger over the next few weeks, try to use the wall less and less. Eventually try it with your fingertips barely touching. This simple standing exercise forces your gluteus medius to fire in exactly the way it's designed to. 10 seconds per side 3 to 4 times. That's all it takes to start rebuilding. For your tibialis anterior, your shin muscle, you already did a preview of this earlier, seated toe raises. Sitting in a sturdy chair, lift the front of both feet off the floor, hold for 3 seconds, lower slowly. The key word there is slowly. The lowering phase is just as important as the lifting phase, because the muscle is working in both directions. Do 3 sets of 15. You can do this while watching television. You won't even feel like you're exercising, but you'll feel the difference in your foot clearance within days. For your peroneals, your ankle security guards, try single leg standing on a folded towel or a soft mat, just 1 layer. You're not trying to create instability. You're just creating enough slight unevenness that your ankle stabilizers have to engage. Stand on 1 foot for 10 to 20 seconds, holding a counter nearby for safety. Switch sides. Do this daily. Over time, as your confidence grows, you can try it on slightly more varied surfaces. But even this simple step puts your peroneals to work in a way that flat ground walking simply never does. And for your deep core stabilizers, I want to give you the most underrated exercise in senior fitness. It is called abdominal bracing. Sit in a chair or lie on your back with your knees bent. Take a slow breath in. As you breathe out, gently pull your lower belly in and up. Not a dramatic crunch, not a squeeze, just a gentle inward drawing. Hold that gentle tension for 10 seconds while you breathe normally. Release. Repeat 10 times. This directly activates the transverse abdominis, the deep corset muscle, and teaches it to stay engaged while the rest of your body moves. Balance after 60 is not just a physical issue. It's a confidence issue. Every time you feel unsteady, a little piece of your confidence goes with it. You start moving differently. You start going out less. You start avoiding certain places or situations because some part of you is quietly afraid. And that fear, that quiet, growing avoidance, takes something important away from your life. You deserve to move freely. You deserve to walk into a room without scanning for something to hold on to. You deserve to feel solid on your own 2 feet, in your own home, in your neighborhood, in the places you love. And the path back to that doesn't start with some dramatic overhaul of your life. It starts with understanding 4 small, specific muscles and giving them just a few minutes of attention a few times a week. Carol, the school teacher from Ohio, she started doing these exercises 10 minutes a day, 3 days a week. 6 weeks later, she told me her ankles felt more solid than they had in years. She went back to her morning walks with a completely different feeling. Not nervous, not cautious, just confident, just herself again.